We go from one love to one beef.
What's going on with these two? He's a comedian. They're both comedians, aren't they? Corey?
Donnell Rawlings and Corey Holcomb. Now, you know Corey Holcomb. I don't know if you know him. He's a comedian.
He's a comedian.
He's an edgy comedian. He's raw.
Oh.
Corey's like Cat Williams. Raw. Very raw.
Okay.
He'll call you ignorant and stupid in a minute. He'll talk about people. He'll talk about everybody.
So he's not nice.
No, he's not a nice
like Don
comedian.
Rickles.
No, he's like Don Rickles, a black version of Don Rickles.
Okay.
Not nice. He's not a nice comedian, but he's funny.
Okay.
He's funny. Like Cat Williams is funny, but mean, in my opinion. Now, Donnell Rawlings is, do you remember Dave Chappelle's show? He was always with Dave Chappelle. And he was funny. He's funny too.
Yeah.
He does stand up.
Yeah.
Donnell is so funny. When he go on the Breakfast Club, I laugh. Because he be cracking on Charlemagne. And I be laughing so hard. He's funny too.
Okay.
So Corey Holcomb is doing his set on up on the stage. And we don't know how the tape comes in the middle. So we don't know how the argument started. But Donnell was in the audience. And Corey, okay, maybe this is how it started. Corey always talks about Dave Chappelle. He dogs him out. He said Dave ain't as funny as everybody keep trying to make him funny. Like, everybody put Dave Chappelle like at the top of the...
Well, his money shows that he is.
Right. Everybody almost make Dave Chappelle like the gatekeeper of comedy.
Okay.
And Corey Holcomb don't like that because he don't think he that funny to be the gatekeeper.
Okay.
So he always, on his sets, always talks about Dave. He said his last thing, you even said his last one wasn't funny.
It wasn't.
He said most of his stuff is, I think he said out of 5.
Far, Corey,
I agree.
Knows you.
Thank you. He said out of 5 of his specials, 2 of them was funny. I don't agree with that.
It don't matter because it's unfunny ones still make more money than you, Corey.
And Corey has to understand, it's what you think is funny. Everybody don't think like you.
Exactly.
Some people find Dave Chappelle extremely funny.
And you could be a hater. So anything he does say that's funny, sometimes you may be
Dave
hating him.
Chappelle's comedy is thought-provoking.
Yes.
Corey Holcomb is not. He's not going to say thought-provoking humor. Corey's going to talk about you got
simple
a giant
stuff.
head.
Yeah, real simple.
Real simple-minded comedy.
It's over your head. His comedy is over your head, Corey.
So I think I don't know, because the tape didn't start off. We don't know the argument they had. I believe that's probably where it started, because Corey always talks about Dave Chappelle, and Donnell is that's his bread and butter, Dave Chappelle. I mean, he's with Dave Chappelle. So whatever it started off with, I guess Corey said that Donnell was a mild comic and kind of like weak.
Ooh.
And you ain't been on no hard stages like me. Like, I've been in the Bronx and in the hood. I'm a hood comic.
I barely know you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So apparently he must have said something that set Donnell off, because Donnell stood up in the audience and started yelling at him. So here it is.
Get your whole ass down. I came up in the hardest rooms in Brooklyn. And you ain't never with them rooms. You saying I'm mild. You saying I ain't come through the streets or the gutters is straight bull. Ask the mother that you know what I do. Listen. This be fair. Fair conversation. No. Let's be fair. You say you keep it 100. Know how I get down. 32. I rip. I keep it gangster. No, you trying to say I'm a bum. I ain't no bum.
No, I didn't say
and that saw.
Your is mild.
You can say what you want to say. You calling me a mild comic is totally off.
So you a strong comic.
I'm a beast.
That's right.
All right. So the problem that Corey had is the audience agreed with Donnell.
Ooh.
When he started saying you were mild, the audience was like, no. That's almost like if you start talking about Dave Chappelle or something, people in the audience would be like,
nah, Dave Chappelle's funny.
Dave Chappelle funny, Corey.
Yeah.
You might not like. I would even say if you started, if I was doing stand-up and I started dogging out Cat Williams, I think people in the audience would be like, nah, he's funny, Kim.
Cat funny.
You may not like him, but don't say he's not funny.
Don't say he's
mild. Funny.
Yeah.
So I think that's what was happening with Corey. Oh. The audience wasn't agreeing.
Okay.
And then when Donnell stood up, which you saw, he said, I'm a beast. And the audience started like, yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
And then people in the comment section that was watching the video said, Donnell is funny.
Yeah.
When I go see him, I'm on the floor laughing.
Right.
You may not like him.
Right.
But don't say he's mild, he's not funny, or whatever.
And who even asked you to even give your ratings on people? You need to be just funny yourself.
Right. So what this is coming off, nobody was doing all of this until Cat Williams went on Club Shay Shay and Monique. So now they saying all the beef is in the comic section. Yeah. Y'all supposed to be funny.
Right.
Y'all spend more time on stage and off stage yelling at each other, arguing each other out, want to fight,
rating each other.
And you're supposed to be comedians.
Making the audience laugh and forget about craziness when they come from outside to your studio.
Instead of us forgetting about craziness, we walk into craziness.
Yes. Why did he even have to mention anything about any of the comedians?
So some people felt like Corey was wrong, but they felt like Donnell shouldn't have been yelling from the audience.
Thank you.
What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think Donnell handled it right, but yeah, after a while you just get mad and start screaming and hollering. Corey, how long would, if Donnell never said anything or wasn't even there, how long would Corey sit there and do his comedy on these different artists, these different comedians? That's what I'm saying. It's getting played now. I don't want to come to a show to hear one comedian dog out another comedian.
Exactly.
I want you to talk about your mother, your shoes that came off, the car that stopped, something funny.
Now, this is what some people said in the comment section. Corey is the type of person who always tries to justify their attack on others by saying things like, I'm just keeping it real. Or I tell the truth when no one ever asked for your opinion. That's how I feel about Monique and Cat Williams. It's like when Cat Williams went on Club Shay Shay and talked about the comedians that he said, talked about him, I was fine. Because you said they came on there, so you want to clear the air.
Exactly.
But when you start talking about their wives and all this, nobody's asking your opinion on all of that. And about comedians wearing a dress, you a pimp. You might as well wear a dress.
With your straight hair.
Because you wearing long hair and long fingernails and a fur coat and high heels. You might as well wear a dress.
Thank you, Negro.
So when they start going off, I'm just keeping it real. That's your truth. That's not everybody's truth. So that's the part Okay. And then somebody said, Corey sounds shook when Donnell Rawlings popped up. Somebody
Did
said,
he not know he was there?
He probably didn't know. I don't know. Okay. Somebody said, let's just say Corey do be hating. Corey can only talk spit when a man ain't there to defend himself. So maybe he didn't know Donnell was there. Somebody says it's really starting to get embarrassing looking at us on social media. Keeping each other down is all that we're doing. White comedians ain't doing this.
I don't know. I can see now. At first I was thinking, is this to boost ratings? But Donnell looked like he was angry.
No, he was mad.
So that wasn't to boost ratings, but he was probably like tired of Corey always dogging him out.
Somebody said Donnell stood on business.
Yeah.
Somebody said Donnell is hilarious. So it looked like most of the people in the comment section were for Donnell.
And Corey just got his
And then Corey has to understand Donnell is hooked up to Dave Chappelle. You're going to lose that battle every time, dude.
You're going to lose.
We remember Dave Chappelle's show.
My concern that comedians are now doing this, and I don't like it. Yeah, just like even actors. Like Wendy, you could probably attest to this. There are black actors that are A-list.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Don't be jealous of them. Don't hate them. Denzel is an A-lister.
Yeah.
So Viola Davis.
So if you get up on stage and start talking about Denzel Washington,
thank you.
The audience not going to be behind you.
And the thing is, I don't care how much you don't like Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle,
A-list,
Chris Rock. These are all A-lister comedians where the white door opens, the black door opens, the Jewish door opens, every door opens for these guys. Quit hating on them. Even Steve Harvey level, Cedric the Entertainer level. All y'all doing is beefing with each other. That don't look good. That make y'all look bad.
And it looks bad when you are a comedian who, in most people's opinion, you're not at that level. So it looks like, even though what you could be saying could be true, it looks like you hating.
Because you
like,
right.
I don't have that door open. It looks like you hate. You could be true.
And he's right. Dave Chappelle's last gig was not funny.
You could be somebody, I could get up on stage and say, y'all know Denzel Washington played the same character. And everybody will boo me off the stage.
Yeah. Because they love them some Denzel Washington. No matter how good, no matter how bad. He can't even be in a bad movie. You got to be careful and tiptoe if you do say it.
If you say he played the same character, I don't care if he plays the same character. I like that character.
Denzel.
And if he wants to get up and play the same guy over and over again, I'll be at the movie supporting him. Yeah. So you look like a hater.
They can do no wrong.
Whereas there's another black actor's like, but I've played all kinds of roles, and we don't care.
We don't know you.
We don't know you.
Who this woman?
Hopper? Who this woman?
Hopper?
So you gotta understand, when you punching at somebody, Corey bit off more than what he can chew.
Yeah.
When you start punching at Dave Chappelle, people like, nah, I remember the Dave Chappelle show. You ain't never. I don't care if he don't do nothing good for the rest of his life. He did the Dave Chappelle show. It's like Eddie Murphy.
Thank you.
If Eddie Murphy gets up there and
never
bombs,
makes a new CD.
We remember I got some ice cream and Aunt Bunny falling down the stairs.
We remember the beginning. We remember the famous ones that they don't have to work. They can drop the mic. Poof.
If Eddie Murphy was in the audience and Corey, it don't matter, and Corey got on there and said, Eddie Murphy not funny no more. He not funny. He might as well just go. And Eddie Murphy got up and started, what you mean I ain't funny? Start yelling in the audience. What you talking about I ain't funny?
Yeah.
I ain't got that. What you talking about? Everybody in the audience will agree with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Even though he could be telling the truth, Eddie Murphy not funny no more.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Remember I got some ice cream and Aunt Bunny falling down the stairs.
My foot, my shoe. Oh, God.
So that's the
Roll
thing.
Charlie around. He be all right.
I know.
Roll Charlie around.
Justice says Donnell is old school. Corey needs to respect those that came before him and paved the way. I agree. Yeah. And Justice says, hey, Emerald, hey, Wendy. I agree,
well, hopefully he learned from
But Corey's funny, too. I'm not going to take away from Corey. Corey's funny.
A lot of people don't know.
But he got to understand there's other people that's funny, too, Corey.
Exactly. Don't dog him out.
Or people not going to let go of the old school. They just not.
They not.
So you look bad. All right, that's them.
You got an update?